Peace, 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 and welcome to Love Sirya Divine Channel. If you are new here, thank you for clicking on this reading and tuning in. And if you are returning, thank you for your support again. We are going to tap into the Divine Collective Conscious Web just to see if the energy has changed or if it has stayed the same, and to also see if there's any guidance, insight, any messages that the divine wants to share with the divine collective at this moment in time. I want to provide the disclaimer that any messages that are shared are simply knockbacks or confirmations of messages that you're already intuitively feeling, sensing, and knowing from your own spiritual team. So, if it resonates, you will know. If it doesn't, do not force it. Simply let it go. Okay? But we are going to tap in here. Holy Spirit, come through. Tell us what's true. What messages do you have for the divine collective on today? Let's tap in, see what the energy is hitting on. Okay. Thank you. We have the law of attraction coming out. Okay. Where energy goes, where attention goes, energy flows. Okay. We have state and integrity. All right, you all are, oh, and we have celebration coming out here. Love to see it. I wonder if this is in your eye shot. And it is. Okay, period, booski. Oh, you all are attracting in a whole new life of celebration, a whole new life of love, a life worth celebrating, a life worth living. You all are I'm hearing that you all are in unison with your spiritual team right now. You are working and collaborating with your spiritual team to walk a path that is more in alignment with what it is that you want, what it is that you want to experience. And a lot of you all are wanting to experience more joy, more happiness, more peace, a more balanced life, full of excitement, full of just an experience worth living. And I'm getting that energy from this card, the music, okay? The music notes, the jazz, like that vibe. That's what you all are looking for. You're looking for that vibe where you're able to come into partnership, come into unison with a life that you're able to dance to. Okay, a life that is freeing, a life that is liberating, a life that is exciting, one that you are proud to wake up to every single day, that you're proud to live, that you're proud to experience. um, and for a lot of you all, with this state and integrity card, it's like you're needing to put the focal point on yourself, on your needs, on your goals, on your purpose, and what it is that you want to do, and hone in on focusing on what's best for you, what's in alignment with you, and staying in integrity about what it is that you want for yourself. Okay. But we're going to get some tarot cards because I would like to know some more about this energy. Right now, you all are just calling in this energy right now. I feel like a lot of you all don't know how to get to this point of living, to this point of experiencing a life worth celebrating. Okay. And I feel like for some of you all, you can feel the energy intuitively. Like this is what you're being called to go towards. This is what you're being called to do. Okay. But like I said, for some of you all, you just don't know how to do it. You don't know how to get there, which is why we have this state and integrity card, letting it be known that the path will be outlined as long as you keep the focus in alignment to what it is that you want for yourself, what it is that you are calling in for yourself. Holy Spirit, come through. Tell us what's true. For some of you all, you may receive guidance within 3 full moons. Okay. 3 full moons, meaning 3 months. Okay. We have the Two of Pentacles coming out. You all are definitely striving to balance the energies that you are sensing and feeling in the spiritual realm and bringing it into fruition into the physical realm. Some of you all are juggling two options, two choices that are being presented to you at this moment in time. Holy Spirit, come through. Tell us what's true. What other messages do you have for the Divine Collective in regards to this reading? We have the Three of Pentacles coming out. Okay. This is the energy of collaboration, which I did see with this Law of Attraction card. And you have the Two of Cups coming out. Love to see it. Okay. We also have the Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So you all are on the brink of about, ooh, do y'all see this? I'm pulling this Ace of Pentacles out right here. And then we have the Death and Rebirth card at the bottom of the deck. Okay. So you all are going through a major transformation right now, and you are needing to honor the steps, okay? Because we're going from the Ace, which is the one, to the Two, to the Three of Pentacles, to get to this Two of Cups. This Two of Cups is harmony, is balance, is pure joy, happiness, unification. Sometimes Two of Cups mentions a divine partnership, a union, a relationship, okay? But essentially, what I'm saying is that you all are taking or being called to, okay, take the necessary steps one by one. This is why we have this faith and integrity card, making sure that you're not skipping steps, making sure that you're not trying to take shortcuts, make sure that you're not trying to get over on people or things, or just cutting cracks, okay, not cutting cracks. Cutting corners so that what it is that you're trying to bring to fruition does not fall through the cracks, okay, is what I wanted to say. But you all are definitely planting seeds towards a new life of abundance, a new life of stability, a new life of security, a new life of happiness. Okay. Um, and it begins with the mind, it begins with your energy signature, the frequency that you are aligning yourself to, and the belief that you have with yourself when it comes to what you're able to have, what you're able to fulfill, what you're able to accomplish. And it's definitely a matter of making sure that you are aligning your confidence in yourself. You are staying grounded within yourself so that you are making the right choices and that you're keeping your heart open to receive, being willing to collaborate with people around you who actually support you in your vision, and making sure that you are actually doing the work that is necessary to get you to this balanced lifestyle, this balanced experience of happiness, of joy. Okay, but this is a new beginning that is fruitful for you all if you allow it to be. Like I said, keeping that heart open, being confident, knowing that you deserve exactly what your heart desires, what it is that you want, and staying rooted in this belief. Okay, maintaining integrity, making sure that you're maintaining your focus and that you are actively working towards it. Okay. Holy Spirit, come through. Tell us what's true. What other messages do you have here? Okay. But you all are definitely about to go through some type of ending, some type of transformation. Okay. So that you can be reborn. Okay. Some of you all may be going through some type of ego death. Okay. But this, you are transforming your life at this moment in time. Like I said, a lot of you all are wanting to live a life worth celebrating. Okay. Holy Spirit, come through. Tell us what's true. We have lovers, a passionate connection and shared values is coming out. Okay. With this lovers, I'm hearing that you all are calling in a more passionate life. You're calling in a life that is aligned with your visions, that is aligned with your values. And this is also including people who equally share the same values, share the same vision as you. Some of you all may ooh, come into contact with a interest party, okay, who will show you a new way of loving, who will water your dreams, is what I'm hearing. We have self awareness coming out, tapping into your higher self, questioning routines and patterns. And we have abundance, an inflow of money, love, and rewards. Okay. This is just letting it be known that with this self-awareness, that definitely stay in integrity. Make sure that you're, crossing your T's, dotting your I's, making sure that you're staying honest and truthful with yourself and others around you, and that you're not deceiving people. Make sure that you're keeping your focus exactly where it needs to be, not getting distracted, not getting sidetracked. Okay, like I said, not cutting corners, but honoring the process one step at a time, not becoming impatient, not trying to take shortcuts, not trying to get over on people, okay? Making sure that you're not being impulsive, you're not making impulsive decisions, okay? But that you are weighing your pros and cons carefully, okay? So that you can actually experience this life of abundance, this life of love, this life of excitement, a life that is balanced and in harmony. One that, like I said, every time you wake up, you're just celebrating the life that you created for yourself. Okay. Holy, Holy Spirit, come through. Tell us what's true. Thank you. Wow. This storm card keeps coming out. That is the third time that this card has come out within the past 2 weeks. A lot of you all, this energy is still the same with this storm card, where you are having to navigate some chaos, you are having to navigate some turbulence, which is why you're being guided here to weigh the pros and cons, to weigh your options carefully. Make sure that you're actually taking inventory of what it is that you are being called to do, the steps that you're being called to make, because the energy is still a little Mercury, all right? You're still not able to see the the sunshine. It's like it's still clouds, it's still emotional, you're still overwhelmed emotionally. Because the storm just talks about an inevitable fateful storm, basically an ending energy of chaos and destruction that is coming, which is why you do have this death and rebirth card, this card of transformation. So a lot of you all are still in the midst of transforming, still in the eye of the storm, where you're not quite sure what your next steps are, which is why you're being guided here with the Ace of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, and Three of Pentacles to take it step by step. Have patience. Make sure you're actually doing the necessary work, taking the necessary steps. Okay. And we have the storm. I mean, not the storm, the sword coming out. Okay, with the sword coming out, this is also letting it be known that you all are having to, needing or being guided to make appropriate boundaries, um, set appropriate boundaries. This is also letting it be known to honor the time that you are in right now, to honor the process that you will need to take it day by day, take it night by night. Um, be truthful and honest with this sword card, because this is giving Ace of Swords. So this is also letting me know that clarity is about to strike soon. Soon, you all are going to receive clarity. Soon, the storm is going to clear up, where you won't feel um, the turbulence anymore. Soon, the storm will clear. Soon, you'll be able to see things for what they are. Soon, the clarity will be revealed to you and everything will become clear, and you'll just know what to do. But let's read this sword card, which is a tool, page 189. We have the knife, the blade, the weapon. When light, it says cutting through to what is essential. When dark, hasty, backstabbing, a dull and painful blade. To use the sword is to decide. The blade separates one reality from another. The choice is made, and all else falls away. If you find the sword in your grasp, you can no longer hesitate. This weapon requires a clear and decisive mind and a willingness to act. An onlooker may think the sword bearer is hasty and violent, but the most compassionate and responsible gesture is one that is honest, swift, and accurate. Our first encounter with the sword is at birth, when the cord we share with the mother is cut. This moment defines our separation from her and begins our journey of becoming ourselves. We must make these cuts again and again if we are to grow. Decisions shape our life, and the sword is an infamous shaper of destiny. Because it mentions the self, I want to show, okay, that at the bottom of the deck, the self did come out. So I'm actually going to take the self and we're going to read it. Okay. Because I feel like that's why you're in this energy of the storm. That's why you're experiencing this chaos, this confusion, because you are being guided back to yourself. Okay. Page 119 for the self. It says the soul, the witness, the watcher. When light, witnessing, accepting new aspects of self. When dark, disjointed, fatigue, diffuse energy and purpose. The self is the prism that allows the spectrum of our personalities to radiate. It does not judge, prohibit, suppress, or oppress any of its parts, as it lovingly knows that all aspects have a time and a place and leads us to experience the full breadth of life's offerings. The self is the central abiding container, the awareness of the infinite universe of possibilities. When this card appears, it's a call to step back in to witness consciousness, to observe yourself navigating the world. Ask yourself, am I the stew or am I the chef? In most situations, our ego draws us into the cauldron where we swirl, spin, and smolder in chaos. Yet the self is a graceful culinary dancer, watching, waiting, observing as the spectrum of ingredients become the flavor of our life. Look in the mirror for 30 seconds or more. Attempt to see the you behind the you. So, you all are currently navigating a storm, aka navigating some type of chaos, navigating some type of confusion, navigating some type of turbulence, some type of transformation that is convoluted, that has you a little all over the place, all out of sorts, okay? And you're being guided to use the sword, which means just use honesty, use truth, um, set appropriate boundaries, make sure that you're not being deceived or disillusioned in the energy of this storm, as everything does look a little bit confusing. Okay, but you see in the storm and the sword, we both have this crackle like lightning. So eventually the storm will clear up because you see the colors is in the storm. Eventually the blackness, the clouds will clear up, so you'll be able to clearly see the paths that are being outlined for you. And eventually you'll come to understand and overstand that you are at the center of all these paths. And as long as you come back home to yourself, come back home to your heart, you'll be able to be guided to exactly what it is that you want, be able to attract the life that you want to experience. Okay. And I've already seen in the card for a lot of you all, you want to experience a life of happiness, a life of joy, a life of excitement, one worth celebrating, where you are the center of your universe and that everybody else is celebrating you as well, loving you, pouring into you, honoring you, and just as you will do to them as well. It's going to be an energy of reciprocity where people are just dancing in happiness. It's just like a flow, a dance that you're curating. um, a lot of abundance is coming in on the other side of this storm as long as you choose yourself. And I'm gonna leave it here. Please give the video a thumbs up. It really helps the channel. Subscribe if you have not yet subscribed. Thank you for watching. Sending you all love and light. Peace.